Chelsea said it earlier when she was up here, but I'm going to repeat it because I think that this statement holds a lot of gravity. Every 73 seconds, a person in the United States is sexually assaulted. Every 73 seconds. By the time I finish this speech, about 6 people will have been assaulted. Only 5 out of every 1,000 perpetrators will serve any amount of jail time for these heinous crimes. Sexual violence and rape culture are complex problems that consume our society. There is no singular cause, and whether we know it or not, we have all contributed to this problem. But we're here tonight together to be part of the solution. What we're experiencing right now in the media and news outlets, in discussions in the classroom with our friends and with our family is unique. People did not always lend a listening ear to the survivor, but people are listening now, and they may not always be listening forever. So what we do and say now matters. We must use our voices, our platforms, our minds, and our various positions of powers and privilege to make substantial change. Woo! And this change could take many forms. You don't always have to be on the stage shouting into the night. Change could look like saying to somebody who discloses their trauma that you believe them. It looks like going to the polls and voting into office people who share in the forward movement of our nation. Woo! It looks like expanding our minds, holding ourselves and others we love accountable, even if it's hard, especially if it's hard. Progress is not comfortable. Change is not comfortable or easy, but it is necessary.
Woo! Yeah.
Human progress is made when those unite in difference. Every step we take forward, we take with integrity. Every voice that we raise with intention. It took me 2 years to understand and accept that what happened to me was sexual assault. It took me 4 years to escape the shame I felt just enough to tell anyone. I wrote this poem I'm about to share with you to remind myself and other survivors that we will prevail, that life does move forward, that we are strong, capable, valuable human beings who are deserving of respect, love, and happiness.
Yes.
I would like to dedicate this poem to all of those who have survived and to those who are still seeking escape. My poem is titled, What Truly Matters. Dear 18-year-old me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry this world failed to teach you what truly matters before it was too late. I'm sorry you never learned to love and respect yourself, to treat your body like the temple it is and to embrace your curves. I'm sorry that what the world did teach you was that having big breasts was an invitation for men to comment on them. And while we're on apologies, I'm sorry that what health class did teach you was that having an orgasm is what matters most about sex. I'm sorry health class failed to teach you the definitions of coercion and consent, because consent is, in fact, what matters most when it comes to sex. I'm sorry the world taught you that what you wear implies consent. It does not matter what you wear, and it didn't matter what you wore that night. It didn't matter the decisions you made leading up to it or the things you consented to previously. It didn't matter that you met in math class and he seemed like a nice guy, because it turns out it didn't matter that you said no. It didn't matter that you said no a lot of times before he took what he wanted anyway. It didn't matter that he felt bad afterwards and apologized for his mistake. Because nothing he could do or say could take back what he had already stolen, and that does matter. It matters that after fleeing for safety from that place, every breath you took felt thicker. It matters that the first thing you heard after escaping his apartment was the catcall of another man ogling your body. I guess there really is no escape after all, is there? It mattered that the male cop you told what happened looked disgusted because that validated that what happened to you was wrong. It mattered that the female detective who showed up to your apartment unannounced the next day blamed you for what happened, that you were too young and naive to understand. It didn't matter that your jaw was sore and swollen from his use of force, or that you said no, or that you fought back. That didn't stop her from asking you if your attacker had a big penis. And when you timidly choked out yes, she said, well, maybe that's what guys with big penises think blowjobs are supposed to be like. Well, fuck that lady, because she was wrong.
Woo!
And that matters. Dear Dad, I'm sorry. And thank you. Thank you for being the person I could call to come pick me up. Thank you for making me go to the hospital when I didn't want to. Thank you for holding my hand, for staying with me when they asked their questions and ran their tests. Thank you for letting me know that you were there for me and for proving it with your actions. Thank you for not blaming me when that's all that I could do. Thank you for showing me that not every man wants to hurt me. Thank you. I love you. Dear present day me, congratulations. I am so proud of you. You survived and continue to survive and thrive every day in spite of. You are a strong, independent, and fierce woman. You have kindness and compassion and a deep love for others rooted in your bones, and you refuse to let him take that away from you. You are a fucking superhero, and you matter. Do you understand me? You matter.
Woo!
I know that you're scared. You fear your younger cousins will suffer the same fate, that others you love will become another statistic as you have. But what matters is that they have you. Yes, people who hear your story may look at you differently, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that they will understand you better, your sensitivity, your passion for activism, your eagerness to advocate for and to raise the voices of others. You have surrounded yourself with people who love you unconditionally, who accept you for who you are, and that matters. It's a fortunate thing to know that you are loved, and you are, oh, so very much. And those that hold you in their hearts, they matter, and you deserve one another. Dear attacker, I'm sorry. I'm sorry this world failed to teach you what truly matters before it was too late. Thank you.